What's up, guys? David the Spectre here, back with Mass Effect. It's been a little while since I've been playing this, but where we last left off, I believe we had just got rescued Liara from her little dig site over here. So I'm not so sure what I'm gonna do in this video, because I need to go to Novaria, but there's also a lot of side questing done.
Message coming in.
Oh, really?
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
I think I vaguely remember her, I think we can kind of complete the mission ahead of time before we even go back there, so we'll see what's up with that. We may not have to go meet with her first. We can, as long as you're going to the planets and just securing as much as you can on each planet, just shooting your way through everything, going everywhere, you could probably complete everything before you even have to set foot back on the Citadel, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, Sharjila. Let's see what's over here. Okay, where are we going? Debris, stronghold, anomaly. Keeping an eye out for deposits. So much of the game is just running around exploring the maps for all the stuff that you don't see on here. That could probably take up a good several extra hours of just driving around on these planets, which is why, yeah. Whenever you land on a new planet, I do highly recommend you look up a map beforehand, just because they're so easy to get lost on, and there's a couple dozen planets that are all basically the same. You run around them in the Nomad. Is that what it was called? Nomad? I'm thinking of something else.
On my way.
Is this the Mako? No, this is the Mako. What's the Nomad? Oh, the Nomad was the other Mass Effect game, Andromeda. You drive the Nomad, which is basically like the Mako here, but minus the cool guns. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's a good idea to just look up a map of planets, because if you don't know where you're going, you could easily lose hours just driving around aimlessly on these barren planets looking for these stupid rocks. They're called minerals, Marie. The physics on the Mako are just incredible. This thing obeys the laws of physics like Captain America's shield does. For as diverse as most of these planets are, I think this is pretty much the main drawback of the game, is that you don't need a couple dozen planets that are all vaguely similar, just for a slightly different color change. Ice, volcano, they kind of start, even the difference between ice and volcano, they all kind of start to blend together after going to several dozen planets that are all just vague differences of each other. Not to say that the terrain is all the same. Most of the planets have very different terrain. I know there's one planet I remember going to that is just all mountains. I hate that planet so much, just because maneuvering around on the Mako is not pleasant. But no, I mean, there doesn't need to be so much stuff, especially if you're just going to spend the majority of the time driving around. And when I get to it eventually, Mass Effect 2 improves upon that system so much, just because it's so much more streamlined. Like, yes, there's mining, but you can do it all from your ship. And when you have to actually go to a physical planet, it's not just driving around on some ship for half an hour trying to find everything. It's just go in a straight path, do what you need to do, and get out of there. That's why I think Mass Effect 2 is just this is a great game. I love Mass Effect here. It's a great game. There's just some elements that are so heavily improved upon in its successor that it's hard to compare the two, because one is just takes everything that's great and then improves upon the it's just a perfect sequel. And the same goes for like the Arkham games, where Arkham City is a perfect sequel because it takes everything that's great about the original game, and then emphasizes the good parts and tries to improve upon the other not so good parts. Doesn't mean that they completely get rid of everything that's terrible. They just fix them, make them a little bit more enjoyable, make them more fun. And I think that's why Mass Effect 2 is such a great game. Like, you took one great game and then you made it better, and that's how you make a perfect game. Of course, then you end up in the trap of making a game that's so good that anything afterwards is going to be terrible, and nobody's ever going to want to play it because it's never going to own up to the game before it. Oh well. Hooray for human nature. Again, another criticism of the game, and I feel bad because this is I feel like I'm only criticizing the game, and it's like I said, I really do enjoy it. It is a very good game. Just another small detail that is slightly annoying to me is that everything is basically the same. You can go to every warehouse, every bunker, every tunnel. They are all stylized the same way, which, this game, I don't think they had the resources to necessarily do that much. This was, I think, like over 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it's not like they could do that much, but just a small annoyance that all the buildings are going to be pretty much identical. Why are you using a sniper rifle in a close combat situation? Oh my god. I know you're supposed to be kind of young and inexperienced, but that's just common sense. Now, one thing I can firmly say is really great about this game is that it's a very classic RPG where you can get so overpowered just by doing so many of the side missions that you're basically a god by the end of the game. You can just cut through everything like butter and grade 10 gear and everything. Unfortunately, we're not there yet, and things are still semi-difficult, but when we do get there, it's going to be amazing. Over the days when you can just slap Omnigel on everything. Okay, you discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nasana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. So she's the one who contacted us when we were coming here. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. So, yeah, we managed to basically just skip over having to go all the way back to the Citadel just to pick up a quest that we were able to finish before even going over there. Also, I really suck at these puzzles. Another thing that does get streamlined and that I don't exactly miss from this game, this was actually kind of more of a give and take thing. That although you kind of have less weapon choices in other games, I kind of like that because you're not being overwhelmed by having like 50 of the same gun. It's just like, what weapon do you want to give to somebody? You want to give them the machine gun, or do you want to give them the more accurate rifle? Like, which play style do you want to play with? And that's just what you're going to do. Here's a weapon. Go have fun, instead of having to constantly come back and, okay, I got an upgrade, let's see, oh, this one does more damage, oh, but it overheats more easily. You have to compare all that. I mean, yes, it's a bit more targeting back to the proper RPG style, but just gets annoying and honestly a little overwhelming after a while. And then, of course, you get the Gear 10, which is just, here's the god weapon, take it and commit mayhem. Once again, I love the Mako physics so much. But anyways, I do like that they're not like, here's dozens and dozens of weapons that each are that some of which are the same and some of which are slight variations of each other. Instead, later on with new games, it's just, which one do you want? Here you go. You can upgrade it over at that terminal. The end. And it applies to all weapons. Not the bonuses apply to all weapons, not just, okay, and you have to pick the correct mods and blah blah blah. And that does kind of keep in line with most RPGs. It's just that, you know, I have enough to think about without having to also plan out my mods and everything, so.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Okay, should we go explore here, or we can finish surveying the planet real quick? I'd like to just, I found something that I was probably gonna miss. I am more preferential towards just scanning everything first, because each system usually has only one explorable planet, only one planet that you can actually get to, and you know, when you find it, I'd rather just finish off by going there, even if I find it earlier, and then just come back to it later. Because it only takes, 30 seconds to scan it, and then once you're done with the planet, you're done, and you're good to go. Never, ever trust wide open areas on any of the planets you go to, just FYI, because the majority of the time there's going to be a Thresher mod just hanging out, waiting to say hi. They tend to be kind of territorial. Or just Crocodile Hunter it, and go get a close-up with one. Hey, if on the off chance that somebody who actually understands astronomy ever looks at this video, can somebody please explain how you can just have this perpetual raining of asteroids? Because I get, one asteroid comes towards the planet, it gets heated up in the atmosphere, breaks up into smaller chunks. That happens. It actually happens here pretty frequently, as far as I know. Just little things get absorbed in the atmosphere and break up and then crash somewhere. Or they just completely disintegrate, and all that we're left with is teeny tiny little pebbles. But can somebody explain how it's even physically possible that they can just perpetually keep raining debris just all day, every day? Oh, look! A big, wide open area with something really small in the middle of the area. I'm sure nothing bad could possibly be around here. Oh, look! I am just so surprised that something else was waiting for me here. Who could have predicted this? Seriously, they just come close to this area and look at the bones!
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Clearly, they should have done a little bit of leveling before they came here first. Kohaku. Okay, that's one system down, one cluster down, and only at least half a dozen more to go. Yay. Did I already do Hades Gamma? I could have sworn I did Hades Gamma. Did I do Voyager? I don't even remember how I was keeping track of all of them. Let's go to Exodus, Asgard, and Utopia. Okay, well, I don't really want to go to Asteroid X57 first, but I should, because it's in alphabetical, so I will.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard,
Or don't.
this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics
I didn't realize that was in this area.
is no longer responding to our override
Wait.
commands. It's gone rogue.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here.
Yeah, we don't do anything illegal.
Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you.
Is he, though?
The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
You know, I had never thought about that before. Now, if you're a Spectre, but before you were a Spectre, you were, say, in the Alliance, or if you were in the Turian army, whatever it was, are you still a registered, like, a member of that military? Because I feel like if there was ever any conflicting between the two, you'd kind of have to put the, Terra Nova, very Earth-like planet. You would have to put, like, the responsibilities of the Council and the greater galaxy ahead of whatever military force you were technically a part of. So I'm not entirely sure how that works, but it'd be interesting to hear if that was cleared up somehow. Like, I don't think it would be possible for you to serve on both at the same time.
Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling Asteroid X57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Okay, so we're actually not currently following up on the VI thing that Hackett just asked us to do. There's actually 2 DLCs with this in this game. One is the one is the VI that Hackett was just asking us to go deal with. The other is the moon, and I don't honestly, the moon I feel like should come into play much more than the VI thing, but the VI one, as we'll see in Mass Effect 3, is actually the more interesting of the 2 here. Like, this is nothing more than a pretty much average side quest, where you just go to the place, shoot all the things, and then you're done. But the moon, VI, actually ends up being very interesting later on, as we'll see. And it's kind of a spoiler for like the last hour of Mass Effect 3, but we get there when we get there.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn. Come.
Now, the most annoying thing about Asteroid X57 is that there are turrets everywhere. And I think, if I remember right, we'll see in just a few minutes anyways, but each base has something different about its defenses, and they can all be rather frustrating to deal with. I absolutely despise the minefield one, as you'll see in just a few moments, but yeah, this is a little bit of bullshit. So, I guess I shouldn't look 3 XP in the mouth. Oh, look at the good doggies.
Batarians.
Check!
Don't make me shoot the good boys.
Release the Baron!
If you guys want to help me shoot up the place at any time now, great.
I've got a visual.
Seriously, Tally? How'd you go down so easily? I should probably deal with that sniper. What? What did I even get hit? I don't even know what I got hit by. Oh, great. Really, Tally, again?
Release the Baron!
What am I getting hit by? Is it that stupid sniper? Like, how is you one-shotting me? That's bullshit. Sorry, good boy. Had to put him down. Okay, Ashley, you move up a little bit. No offense, but I'm totally using you as bait. Oh, no, 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 don't get out of cover right now, Shepard. Is that the best I can do? Why can't I slide no! Why can't I slide over more? Okay. Ashley's kind of doing a good job of herself right now, dealing with these guys. I need to deal with that snipe. Okay, let him fire a shot. Okay, looks like he's on cooldown now. That's not good. Is that a glitch, or am I just like... Why is my sniper rifle showing as being overheated already? Okay, whatever. I'll have to deal with it. Come on, I need to get my revive up for Kali. Come on, come on. Okay, got Tali back up. Try to deal with this guy. Okay, another one down. Now I can kind of try to flank them from here. This is a much better position than I was prone in the doorway. Okay, almost there. I think all that's left is this. Oh wait, no, there's three. There's three. Okay, I need to deal with the sniper. His gun was practically one-shotting me earlier, so he's going to be my main priority. Okay, just the sniper. Now it looks like he's dead. It looks like he's dead. That's what it looks like. Okay, level 2. Alright, I think there's one more guy in here. Oh, guess not. Thanks, Ashley.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
I hear you. What's going on? Who are you?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned
Bowman.
to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything,
I've gotta go. Good luck.
Kate Bowman, wasn't that... I mean, I know this game came out years before Ghost Recon Wildlands did, but I think Kate Bowman was the alias that our handler used in the game. She's kind of the... Hello?
Hey.
Oh god. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Must be nice to be practically
I didn't even
bulletproof.
realize you were human until... Well... Guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
Shepard would be a terrible police officer.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family. They live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids.
No, don't tell me about your family. That's like...
The schools.
That might as well be signing your own death warrant. As soon as you tell me your personal story, that means you're probably gonna die.
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive? She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is.
Stop telling me personal details about them.
I hope they're okay.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you.
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay, so yeah, I was talking about Recon Wildlands. Yeah, Kate Bowman, I'm fairly positive, was the alias that she used. She was our handler in that game. And the only reason I say anything about it is because I don't think that's a very common name, and yeah, that's why. Just seems like a coincidence to hear it twice in video game land. Alright, this computer is filled with operational logs and personal journals for a small private music station operated by X57's engineers. It includes scripts for several promotional messages, none of which appear to have been recorded. Rocking this rock since 2182. When your world seems hollow, we help you torch the sky. Talk hard. Your last best hope for rock within 300,000 kilometers. The last one was actually alright. The first one was just cheesy. I can turn it on, right? Oh, sweet elevator music.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of
Hey,
interference.
Bowman, can you not? I got the radio going. You know, trying to listen to some radio, some elevator music. Don't interrupt my elevator music. It's just rude. Okay, so
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle.
yeah, the guy told us. This is the one I really dislike because I have to deal with these turrets and a minefield and the guys that are going to be waiting for me at the end of the minefield. And the Mako can only help me so much with it all. At least if I get the turrets down, that's most of it. There's one more, I think. The other side. Look at all those mines! Wasn't there one more rocket turret around here? Whoa! Hey, no, get out! I could have sworn there was another rocket turret around here somewhere. I guess not. Maybe I got one. Are you shitting me? Okay, so now that it's nice and safe, we're gonna inch our way over there. See, I know that there's some guys waiting for me, which is really... See, there they are. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get back in Mako. Oh, no. Oh, that is BS. Yeah. Apparently, the developers were smart enough to think that's exactly what somebody would do. To just try to get back into the Mako and shoot them from there. Okay, I need to get to cover, because I'm just sitting duck out here in the open. Okay, at least I have cover here. Finish that guy off. Got him! deal with these rocket troopers. I hate rocket troopers. Okay, another one down. And there's a mine like right in front of me. Okay, that's a rocket. Rockets in this game are the absolute worst. That's not a good sound. Okay, there comes another one. I might have to get closer, but I really don't want to. If I can deal with the rocket trooper, I will be fine. Okay, I have to get closer. I don't really have much of a choice here. Maybe there's
shields.
around the mine. Okay, I should be in the clear now.
I've lost shields.
Ah! Rocket trooper, deal with him. Deal with him. That's bad. That's bad. Okay. Just this guy's left. I hate this part. Well, I hate the part that I just cleared. Now I'm in the clear now. Stupid mines. Oh, is this the one where I have to deal with all the turrets? I hate the turrets. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we need to deal with that guy up there.
Can't lock on.
Thank you. Thank you, Sally. No, this is where the turret comes, the remote drones come into play, and those things are just the most annoying thing ever.
Can't lock on. Not my line of sight.
Oh, shit, there's a rocket. I hate rocket drones just because of how easily they can kill you. Not to mention how much dodging they do. The one thing that is pretty, or not, one thing that you can kind of work with here is that they will usually follow a pretty predictable pattern, but never try to rush them. That's a lesson you're going to learn pretty quickly. So do not try to charge those things because they can pretty much instantly kill you with those stupid rockets. Okay, there's the other one out there should be the last one. If I can deal with that later. Oh no, there's another one. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, never mind. There's another one. Yeah, what I'm doing now, don't do that. Because it is the easiest way to get one shot by these stupid... see, there's Tally. Get up. Come on. See, Tally is great. I just wish she wasn't getting killed so easily by these things. Stay away, safe. Okay. Whew! That's all of them. I particularly hate this bunker because of the minefield and those stupid drones that are rather annoying to deal with. So, Asteroid X57 should be pretty downhill from here. Alright, time to disable another torch. Could you imagine if you failed it?
You've got to hurry. You really pissed them off.
Good.
Their leader's setting everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it.
It would be really messed up if the reason, like, you end up if this asteroid crashed into a planet was only because you were not good at solving this particular puzzle. Well, I couldn't slide the arrow into the center of the area, so millions of people are doomed. At what point did humanity decide that putting facilities on asteroids was a good idea? I mean, who in their right mind just thought that a floating rock that could impact with something to disintegrate at any given time was a good investment? I get mining. I get trying to strip an asteroid of valuable resources. That makes sense, Just kind of a useless ball hurtling through space, but maybe not start putting important facilities on them. Maybe the moon. I get the moon, that's in a continuous orbit. I ain't going anywhere anytime soon. But asteroids? Really? Explosives move to grid reference 32-4-16 for safety. I mean, translation, we can blow some stuff up. Explosions. Oh! These are the explosions they were talking about. Well, nice to have some extra bombs, just in case. Even though, because of my playstyle, I'm never going to use them. It's weird how some games can be the same type of game, first-person shooters, strategy, puzzle, whatever it is. But personally, my playstyle can differ so much from game to game. Because sometimes in some games I would consider myself a very good grenadier. I can very easily predict if I throw something how a grenade can bounce off walls, and I can use geometry to maximize potential of grenade. But in a game like this, which is an FPS, and technically the similar rules should apply, I never use grenades just because of the physics of them. Or rather, the lack of physics of them. There was no real reason I needed to clear this area out right now, but I'm going to come back later, so I might as well get them done sooner rather than later. On today's episode of Here's Some Things to Do That I Did Not Do, here's the transmission tower that you can go to very shortly after you come here. That, upon completion, will basically just tell you, hey, here's all the other places you're supposed to go, instead of just going around the map in one big circle until you find everything. In addition of, here's some things that I almost did that you shouldn't do, don't do what I just did and almost end up falling off this very steep cliff. Instead, just you turn around. That is simultaneously beautiful and terrifying.
Alliance military! Release the Baron!
This last this last warehouse is arguably the easiest one here, because you've pretty much just got one long hallway that acts as a kill box while the Barons just charge down it, and there aren't really any special enemies that are overly difficult to defeat, so it's a pretty easy way to just shoot. It's a pretty easy space to shoot out. that's it. This was by far the easiest shootout that we've had so far.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Said no Batarian
Don't
ever.
come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Bollock will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Okay, so that promise we just made to Charn, who is one of the few solid bro Batarians. He and Arya Talok's bodyguard are like the only half-decent Batarians we meet in this whole series. But yeah, we just basically promised, hey, we'll deal with Barrick, you'll be fine, and then you can take over. And that makes what's going to happen in a few minutes kind of difficult. Okay, so we're in the main facility now. I'm sure this is all just going to go swimmingly. It's a nice place, though. I'd be ashamed if we have to shoot it up. Oh, yay, rocket troops. My primary piece of advice, if you're ever assaulting a location in this game, is to deal with anybody that shoots rockets first, if I haven't made that perfectly clear already. Also try to force them to choke, because that's pretty much what I'm about to do in a minute. They're all going to have to come to some point to get to me, which is going to make melting down a lot easier. Also try to deal with drones, just because they're annoying. So now we're going to go in this area here. That's going to force them to all have to come upstairs. And these stairs here act as a very convenient bottleneck. So if we all just camp here, they should come try to chase us. And even if they don't, we have good cover in this area. Okay, here comes victim number 1. Oh, wait, he was upstairs. Or, you know, the plan can completely backfire on you, and you're pretty much going to have to fight the field no matter what. Because the game hates you.
God, human! You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Let the hostages go, and maybe you'll live long enough to explain yourself to the Council.
Yeah,
I don't answer to the Council.
I'm sure he totally planned on answering to the Council.
I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Bollock. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like this for decades.
He's got a serious misunderstanding of history.
They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything, aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. aside from using resources that should have been ours? We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the Council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid.
Thank you.
No one to blame but yourselves.
Enough!
You are
You
fake
couldn't
news.
possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
See, now I have
You
to
can go.
pick the Paragon
This
option
isn't
here.
over. I'll find
And
you eventually.
given the deal I just made with Charn, that guy's probably going to
Those
get himself
charges
killed
are
now.
still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Like, we might as well have just guaranteed that Charn's going to get killed now, because we went back on our deal with him, because we have to save our people, but it does make it kind of just a crappy situation overall.
Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make.
Don't worry, there's plenty. As long as you know which side of the Paragon Renegade option you're
do the
picking,
same thing
you'll be fine.
somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow, and the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
He sounds like a little kid. Oh, the bad guys won't get away.
I want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I don't see how any of these options are Paragon Renegade. I suppose being a jerk about it, yeah, if you're a jerk about it, you deserve the Renegade points, but still.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
All dead.
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Oh, that sucks. I have to reduce it to Omnigel. Can't I escape out of it? Really wish that I didn't have to do that. Alright, let's go. Wait, isn't that another bomb? Maybe I might want to deal with that.
To save us. I half expected you to just let us die.
Well, you know, after what we went through
For
in...
the many.
is it
Then
Chile?
I'd be no better than the Batarians.
No, Venezuela.
Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so
Wait,
stubborn, but always
why
willing
is
to do the
there
right thing,
the...
no matter what.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
Why is
It's
the
not
getting
your
it on
fault.
music
You
going
did what
on?
you could. At least
Is
Aaron
Kate
and
a
I were
romance
both
option?
left.
I've never
He was the one
tried.
who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure.
Oh, well then again, I guess the same music they use for getting on is also the music
I
they
don't
use for
mean
when
to
somebody
sound
dies.
ungrateful,
I feel like there should be
but
something
I
poetic
should
about
see
that.
to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
I don't see how there's supposed to be a big difference here, but I guess if we go with the position over the individual, maybe.
Commander Shepard, with Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
That was a brave thing you did, Kate. Contacting me on the radio, risking your life.
Stubborn and determined runs in the family. My father was in the Alliance back on Earth. I think he was disappointed none of his kids signed up, but he'd be proud of Aaron. Sorry. I just...
You've been through a lot. I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
Would have been even better if he just said, I should go.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's get out of here. I think, is there anything else I should loot for the purpose of Omnigel? No? Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I didn't really anticipate spending as much time on that asteroid as I did. I didn't even plan on going there in the beginning. I just kind of was going through the area and went, well, this seems like a good place to go, and that ended up being that. So, okay, in the next episode, we're definitely going to get some time on Novaria. I promise we'll go there. Maybe I'll do some of the side quests, or maybe some of the planet exploring in my spare time. That way it's not getting too much, or not spending too much time in the actual videos going to planets that don't really have anything to do with the main story. But anyways, that's it. Bye.